Johnny, it is such a pleasure to have you again on the show, and welcome to Jeddah. It was very nice when I was hosting the opening ceremony. You were in my line of sight, and such a good sport with everyone that came to take pictures with you. That's
Oh well, I mean, they're the reason we're all here.
yeah,
Very
exactly.
very sweet people. They're so warm. They're so welcoming. I mean, it's quite an experience coming here.
Yeah, you are very loved here, that's for sure. And, all over the world, but I know my region. Let's start with Jeanne du Barry and the excitement of diving into the private lives of a French king. I mean, these were the first celebrities in a way.
Yeah, for sure. They were certainly the first, crazed public scandals, right? Diving into the idea of playing the king of France, certainly challenging, which is always great. You want to challenge yourself each time out of the gate. The French, in a sense of like the vouvoirs, that
Yes,
kind of
yes,
thing.
the formalité.
Yeah, that is definitely not my specialty, but it was interesting to finally learn it. So I knew I was going to have to learn it one day.
Was it easy with the French because, you are of French descent and obviously a lot of family members are as well. You're quite familiar with the accent and le parler français.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like it's sort of like the idea of rarely would anyone hear the King of France say, "Je le cure au du nouille." You know what I'm saying? But there was some expression like that. What I did find fascinating is that to be the king of France, to be Louis XV, he would have had to have been raised from birth, essentially, learning how to address people of different
castes and backgrounds.
yeah. So that was kind of interesting to see the officialness of the man, and then to try to reduce him to human.
My friend said she was impressed with your love of history and your knowledge about it, and that's also what motivated her to want you in the role. Are you that interested in history, and how much did you learn about him personally? Because obviously, as a public figure, I'm sure it's in the history books.
Yeah, I read a number of books. Ultimately, for me, I mean, I sort of felt sorry for the guy. I mean, obviously, times were very different, and things were going to come to a head.
Yes, head end.
No pun intended with Louis XVI. But I think I don't know, I think he kind of understood that he was an interim king.